Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. And just not enough on the throw there. Got around his feet and incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game. And it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Play action. Now Jackson. Out to his left. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 29 yards. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field. You've got to watch on every play. Finishes it.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
6, Eagles nothing.
Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And an Eagle first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Rolling to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away?
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 94 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
Eagles nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Eagles.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They go play action with Jackson on the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 31 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10. at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing is Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he's going to get this inside. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers.